work for a corporate company. He's a contractor.
Okay, well,
if you're a contractor, wouldn't you have...
Just a man on a mission, ambition to never fail. Personality electric, he is animated male. Intelligent and wise, calm and often cool. Chris James giving opinions while also speaking the truth. Empathy and compassion. Stephen Michael is here, helping you through your traumas, helping you with your fears. These three forces combine and keep it honest. Turn up the volume, cause this is the application of knowledge.
Welcome to the Application Knowledge Podcast.
Yourself.
You said what?
You scared yourself.
Nah, I was just trying to see who was ready.
Oh.
I am animated male Chris James Stephen Michael, and this is the Application Knowledge Podcast. Episode 122.
22.
Didn't Rick Ross say something?
I
still don't know what that reference is.
Like you said something that triggered that.
Yeah, the Hustlers.
The Hustlers.
Hustling. He like room 22. We in room 222.
Oh.
Wow.
Y'all know? Y'all remember
Yeah.
that?
But you said something specific that triggered me to say that.
For Rick Ross? I said, ain't that Rick Ross? And you said he got jumped.
Oh, yeah.
You said Rick Ross got jumped when he went to Canada.
You know what I mean? He thought everything was all good in Canada. And so what? Did somebody throw a drink in his face or did they punch him? Something happened to him directly.
He
then
did get punched.
He got punched in the face.
Okay,
So he got sucker punched.
Yeah, he did get punched, but then security came in, and then he ran.
But then they jumped his security guard.
But he's not fast. Bro, you getting jumped by a crowd at the rap. It don't matter how big you are.
He was big. He's big too. And he wasn't big like muscular. He was just big like Ross.
Yeah.
Hey, those bodies are hard to move.
Yeah, they are, but they still take damage.
The fact that Ross ran like that is such a bad look. However, how are you going to fight a crowd?
There's nothing for him to do.
He's the star. He's not supposed to be squaring up with fans.
I know.
Because if police come, you don't want to be in trouble.
If anything was to go wrong, he would be the one to be pointed out, even if he didn't do anything, simply because his name is the more prominent.
For sure, he's got the money.
Or so.
But you made him sound bad when you said he ran though.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, because also you have to think that he was calling out Drake, telling him to, back up all the stuff that he was saying, and he was talking all that trash. He even came out with his own little diss track and supported the BBL Drizzy type, that movement. And so you going into someone's homeland, their hometown.
Their homeland.
Yeah. You go into someone's little home crib and then, you start playing the song that basically is exiling Drake from the music industry in a sense. Hey, man, you got people who rock with, the OVOs or whatever,
Wow, you altered it. Wow.
OVO.
You know what's funny? I saw an ad for OVO clothing like 2-3 days ago. First time I've ever seen an ad for them.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
There's no reason that the algorithm should be giving me these. I don't follow Drake.
Yeah, what? I thought you said you was a fan of Drake.
I don't follow Drake. I don't follow any celebrities.
No. But you're a fan of him, right? You like his music.
I won't say that I
prefer him over Kendrick Lamar.
I won't say that I prefer him. There are more songs of Drake that I like than of Kendrick's. No. But I'm not a fan of either one of them.
Oh, okay.
If either one of them stopped making music, it wouldn't make any difference to me.
In your life, you would be. What if Adele stopped making music?
I mean, I don't listen to anything new that she makes. I'm very happy that Eminem is making music.
I was about to say, Eminem stopped making music for a very long time.
No, I mean, yeah, he takes his breaks, but he's had albums. They just weren't the greatest. He's had some flops.
Did you hear the song that he got with Big Sean?
Yes.
And some other dude?
Yes. Toby.
Yeah, that was hard.
I like it.
That's hard.
Funny thing is that I was listening to that song and I said, Drake, he could have done this himself. But obviously, it's nice that he had other people in collab. But
Big Sean snapped on that.
It starts off very almost like quiet, almost and then it slowly builds. It just builds. It builds, and I like it. I'm both the last two songs that he's dropped, which I assume are off the summer album that's coming, The Death of Slim Shady, Houdini and Toby, and both of them I liked. So
which one was Houdini?
It's the first one with
it's the coming back.
Yeah, it's just like guess who's back.
Okay. It's just
back
like
again.
revamped it.
Yeah, exactly. So it was kind of like but it was him rapping as Slim Shady and him rapping as Eminem, and it's definitely a throwback.
Who do you prefer?
Who do I prefer? Slim Shady.
Yeah.
Oh, you want that raunchy?
Bro, when Slim the problem
Slim Shady.
the problem is that when he was Slim Shady, he was doing a lot of drugs. He was doing a lot of he was drinking a lot. He was in a bad place personally, health wise. And now, kind of being where we're at in the health field, obviously, I would never want that for him. But years ago, listening to his music, I mean, he was anti-government. Like he just didn't care. He would make fun of whoever he wanted. He would call people out. Like he would do things that people would be like, "Wow!" Like you can't cancel Eminem. And when he came out with Houdini, there were like some LGBTQIA plus 1 plus 0, jokes in there, which obviously, of course, we're gonna know that's Slim Shady. And he was like, "I'll probably get canceled for that one," right? Talking about a trans person, and it's just like, bro, you can't cancel Slim. Like he's number one. He's already made so much money. It doesn't matter. He does this for fun. But it was just interesting that people were like, they started to get upset, and they were like, "Who is this guy?" Like people really don't know who he was.
Which is crazy. And
it's just like, go back and listen to some of his old music, and you guys are gonna hate him because I love it. I mean, I started going back and listening to old music.
I love his old music.
Yeah.
Like I remember, I was cleaning up my room when I was living back in Cincinnati, and I was playing that album, and that's why it's like so ingrained to that moment. It's like, but it was that song where he was like, I guess he was killing his baby mom at the time and like digging her, putting her in the thing.
Okay, yeah.
He killed his baby mama many times.
Which is even
Kim dies multiple times.
I'm surprised she's still alive.
Right.
And you just think she's the most evil person in the world.
Man.
Like
it's just him being hurt.
Right,
yeah,
but
yeah.
That when he put out that song of dissing black girls is because he was dating a black girl that hurt him. So you don't know about it? You don't know about it?
It's old?
Very old.
Yeah,
Very.
I don't remember. I mean, I'm aware of it happening, but I don't remember the song.
Yeah, he was on that racist stuff.
I don't remember that.
No, I wouldn't say he was on that racist stuff. He was just,
It was not racist. It was just him being upset with who hurt him.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, you can see from that. The point is, I'm saying you can see from that how he is, how emotional
he doesn't care. Like who? It's
Anymore.
just they anybody can get it.
You got that. I'm sorry, mama. Clean out my closet.
Yeah.
That was hard.
He said he regretted making that song.
Really?
Yeah.
Because he's not sorry?
Probably when he got older. Obviously, when you get older, you'll have regrets about some of the stuff when you mature. Because he was speaking from an emotional point back then.
Maybe there was some lyrics in there he didn't necessarily.
It's right. It's not about the cleaning out his closet part or sorry mama part. It's airing her business. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I think I heard that exact same.
That makes
thing.
sense because he does start going in. I can't think of every the lyrics in right now.
I can't think of the lyrics, but like, I know the cadence.
Yeah.
Is that the reason that you made a CD for me, Mom? I remember that part specifically because
she made a rap.
Because Maine, he said something to his mom, like we were singing that song, and then he was like, "Is that the reason why you made that CD for me, Mom?"
Yeah, I remember.
That's the reason I remember that. It was one of the more hilarious parts.
Crazy.
But Kendrick Lamar just came out with his video for "They Not Like Us," and I know Steven.
Why'd you look at it?
I know because you about to hate. Like I ain't watched that. I ain't supporting it.
I watched it.
Oh, you watched
of course, I watched it. I don't listen. I still don't like the song, but I watched the video. Right. I thought it was very interesting that number one, he was doing push-ups in it, on the little cinder blocks, right? So
give me 50.
There were definitely a lot of shots in there,
of course.
And then I think the biggest part that I have seen on the internet was him dancing with Whitney.
And the children.
Yeah,
I thought that was beautiful. I love it.
I mean, it's beautiful in the in the sense of it's family, obviously, but I also understand that it was a direct shot to Drake, basically saying
That he was talking about BS.
Yeah,
like he's beating his wife, his family split
I mean,
up,
that doesn't.
His best
No.
His manager.
No.
No. Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead, Drake defender.
It's not a defender. It is just looking at it from perspective, right? Because the perspective, what he wants to portray, is that we are a family. We are close. We are tight. Why, if I was doing all that, why would she come and dance in the video with me, right? That's what it was meant to portray, okay? And that's where most people are going to be like, see, Drake was lying, right? Or it could be that, and from having a estranged wife, and if I told her, hey, listen, I'm going through it, I need you to dance in this video with me, she's going to do it.
That's what you think?
That's what I know.
She would definitely do it.
Word.
She would definitely do it.
That's what
I'm not saying that wouldn't be the case, but do you think that is the actuality?
I don't know, but I'm not looking at, I'm looking at this video under scrutiny, right? I'm not enjoying this. Like
he's watching the video like, man,
what I'm paying attention. I've only watched it one time, and there were a couple things that I picked up, and I haven't watched anyone talk about this. I specifically don't like the song, still don't. But I watched the video because I was interested in, it. And it popped up on my my YouTube. Like, 23 minutes after it posted, I less than an hour.
But you were into the beef, so it makes sense.
I mean,
the algorithm.
It makes sense that it showed up to
the algorithm doesn't know you don't like that one song.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, me personally, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I know that she don't follow him. I mean, I know all the little things.
But is that important to follow someone?
It's not important, but it does speak to the fact that where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah.
Like, and also, it's the same thing when Drake came out with the song trying to defend against A minor. He said, I'm more like a B sharp or B flat, whatever he said. And it's funny because on the musical scale, there is a...
That's not even an actual... like note that he mentioned, but it was hard.
The note that he mentioned is associated with A minor.
That's crazy.
But it's the same way that Drake tried to defend himself by talking about it. Is basically what you're saying. Kendrick is trying to defend it by showcasing. Yeah, he could have just left that out. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I mean, it literally you probably pull it up. It's just a snippet with
because now
the family part.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what the internet is clipping.
Because now that you say that,
I retweeted it. So.
Now that you say that, I actually know that his wife doesn't follow him. I didn't know that before. So now for me, it's actually building a better case for what Drake said.
Yeah, like if you listen, okay, so me and my ex-wife, she doesn't follow me on Instagram or Facebook, right? And the reason is because we attempted. I said, listen, we need to be cool, so I'm gonna add you on Facebook. We can be cool.
This is wife.
And
the kid.
Is that the house from that one album?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
But I mean, it could be a home that they own.
It looks old. Not just the color, but just the style.
Yeah,
it looks old.
The roof is short.
It looks like the set from when he made his album.
I was gonna say it could be a set.
From Mr. Morale.
I don't know the album name. He's on the couch. He's got the kids. He's got his crown on. He's got the wife.
Yeah, that's probably Mr. Morale.
So he's had his wife in his music before. Or was that album cover?
It was an album cover with maybe not a cover, but album art.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, but anyway, I said, listen, we need to be cool, and it's not me, it's her. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, I'm making strides to be like, let's reconcile the friendship, because we have children. And there was one time where I had just moved here. I'd been here maybe 6 months.
It's Texas.
Texas. And I was starting my detailing business. I was bringing it up. I was getting it going. And it was like the first time that I had shirts made.
I remember this. Yeah.
And I posted a picture of me and with my shirt, and I was super excited. And it was literally the first rendition of my logo. And she messaged me and was just like, "Oh, you got money to make shirts, but you don't have $50 to send me," or something like that.
Yeah.
And I just was like, girl, are you crazy? Like, I just moved here. I don't have a job. I don't have any money. This was a sacrifice for me to even get money together to even make shirts for my business so I can go make money. And I said, nope, we're not doing this.
Yeah.
And then from there, I deleted her, and we haven't been friends since.
Yeah.
But we're not on. Are we cool? We're cool, but we not on the best terms, right? So because she doesn't follow me, I don't follow her. That says something. Y'all aren't on the best terms.
It says something.
There's a reason.
But there's also another perspective of that too, because I basically don't follow anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, or it takes me a very long time to follow someone.
I haven't followed like some of my girlfriends that I was even just in relationships with.
So I think.
Well, how long ago was it? So this is now. Social media is big now. So we're not talking.
No, I'm talking
5, 6, 7 years ago when it was like, it was around, but it wasn't really that big. You know,
social media was still big then.
Yeah, it was
because
big
people
then.
made issues if you didn't follow them.
Well, that's
official.
MySpace. Like I'm talking about, it's been nowhere as big as it is now. Ever since TikTok and then the Reels and all that stuff, social media has blown up, and since the pandemic,
social media is definitely bigger now. But as far as like being with friends or following someone that you're in a relationship with, that has always been a thing.
Yeah,
even in MySpace.
It has, but I wasn't that big on prior to the pandemic. I didn't care if somebody like followed me like that. I mean, I probably
that might
cared,
have just been a personal thing though, because like the term Facebook official, that is old. That's true. And that tells you how what.
Wait a second.
People will say it's like if it's not on Facebook, it's not even real.
Yeah. And I used to get into arguments, just like I would hesitate because I don't post often, so I'll post friends sometimes, or if I had past relationships, I would post something like years ago, and then I had someone that I was recently in a relationship with, like, yo, you can post some of your ex-girlfriends, but I
could tell by the voice.
You know what I'm fucking talking about, yeah. you could post them, but you won't post me. I'm just like, I don't even think about it like that. And it doesn't matter. Like, I don't think, well, you can post with your friends, but like,
how many people on social media or on Instagram do you follow approximately?
Which account?
Personal account.
Personal account.
Probably about 200.
Okay, 200. So you don't really follow anybody. So it makes sense that you may not follow your girlfriend or whatever. Which me personally, I think is a little weird, but I can understand it.
I stopped because if you're going to allow social media to have an effect on our relationship in any capacity, I'm not rocking with it.
I have a follow-up question for you in a second, but I still understand. She follows. She follows people. It's not like she's this popular person. Like, you know, a lot of, like, Kendrick don't follow nobody, right? Like Drake, I think has like 2,000 follow. Like he follows like 2,000 people, right? Like it's not like she is this person like She follows accounts, thousands of accounts that she follows. So it's not like she has 1 or 2 or 0. She follows thousands of accounts. And you're not going to follow the man that you are engaged with, who's a all-star?
Bro,
is it necessary?
Mel.
No.
It is obviously a problem.
It's
obviously
it's not necessary. But if you follow,
she ever followed him?
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Well, no, that matters. If she's never followed him.
If you've never followed him, the only reason that would be, in my eyes, acceptable is if he said, "I don't want you to follow me."
No, that matters. If she's never followed him, I'm gonna be like, it's fine.
Like if they were following,
do you know? Mel?
Okay, but how do we know this for 1,000% sure?
They never. Well, they say though.
The internet. But how do we truly know this?
Well, there are people who are tasked with seeing who follows
maybe 3 years ago she stopped following him.
There's a website called the Wayback Machine. You could literally just plug it in, and then you can go to the date and see her follow.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't. Based on my knowledge, I don't think they've ever followed one another.
He doesn't follow her because he has zero. He follows 0 people.
But that's why I say it's not that deep.
So maybe she's petty.
I think
maybe she's petty. She's like, you gotta at least follow me. He's like, look.
No, I think that is something. I think it is.
Well, regardless, Kendrick got his foot on Drake's neck right now. So draw out the strings you want. It don't matter. He's a fan. He's a fan. He's a fan. Yeah, I mean, he was hopscotching over that. You feel me?
Why would it be? negative in your mind to follow your girlfriend? I'm not talking about someone that you're seeing, someone that you are just talking to. I'm talking about we're in a relationship. You both have social media. Why do you think that it would be negative to then follow her so you can interact with her posts?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think it just depends on the person. It's okay if you want to follow someone that you're in a relationship with, but
why don't you?
Because I'm not on social media. I don't care. I don't need that to validate I'm in a relationship, and I don't want.
I didn't say that. Whoa, hold on a second. Slow down. I didn't say anything about validating your relationship. Yeah. I said, why don't you follow them?
I don't.
But you are on social media.
Yeah, I will follow them.
That's what you said that you wanted.
No. Okay, maybe I just
okay.
No, I would follow the person I'm in a
relationship with. I'm not talking about posting them.
Yes, I would follow the person I'm in a relationship with, but I don't care to.
Because you said that as in defense to Kendrick by saying, but because his girl or his fiance, whatever, didn't follow him.
Yes, why is it important for them? Why is it even important to follow your person on that you're in a relationship with when you're in a relationship with them? Everything that they do, you see, you interact with this person, you talk to them, you text them. Why is it even important to follow them when they're already in your life?
Maybe you want to see something, I don't know, they post something you want to see, you want to like it, support.
And that's fine, but there's not an issue if they don't. Because I'm in real life with this person. I don't need to validate or follow this person on social media. Most people that I follow on social media, I typically don't have common interactions with, and I don't see them on a day-to-day basis, like these celebrities or people that I, get inspiration from. I don't see them personally, and like there's some accounts that you all would have, like, oh snap, I would follow just to support, but I'm not checking in on y'all accounts that.
Yeah.
So it's
hey, I need you liking on that Instagram comment. I need you liking everybody.
I mean, I like the stuff that y'all.
I see a little bit of likes from you. I see a little.
You don't even be on your own social media,
bro. So. No, my Instagram is popping right now. I'm not gonna let either one of y'all disrespect it.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't think it's important to be following or followed by the person that you're in a relationship. It's if that causes some type of friction, it lets me know where your values are, because social media should not have an effect on our relationship. It should not. It's
better not to follow.
Yeah.
It's better not to follow.
Because then you start looking at stuff or you get insecure.
You start looking, you see something, what is this? What is that? And then if you don't speak up about it, now it's fermenting. Like, oh, I see. Lena, y'all remember? So, me and her were interacting during that time, and then the girl from Seattle was acting crazy. You know what I'm saying? You were there, right, at that time?
Probably.
Okay, and so somebody, Mel, you went on her social media, because I think we were following each other. This on back on like Facebook. You went on her social media, and you saw that she was doing something with some dude. You don't remember? You probably wouldn't remember. It was only significant to me. But you said, "Hey, what's up with your girl?"
I can't.
Don't remember?
I can't say I remember what you were.
You was very messy back then. You were very messy back then.
I don't know what you're referring to as being messy. I'm not a messy guy.
Back then?
I'm not messy.
Back then, when it came to social media and girls, if you saw one of our girls doing something, you was on it.
I could see that.
You was on it. It was something like she maybe said she wasn't feeling good, but then she went to a party and there was some guy there or something. I don't remember the story, but that led to part of why we ended up breaking up. You know, just it was almost like a report that was being built, and it was like all this evidence, and you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, but social media is a lot of times it's the reason why a lot of relationships do end up in a negative, especially when you put it out there for people to judge. And I don't know, I don't think that relationships.
Sharika, that's what Sharika.
It changes nothing.
Yeah, I don't think relationships would properly function if you allow social media to dictate the essence of your relationship. So I just think people should move away from that. But there's on social media, have y'all been watching those dating shows where they pop the balloon?
I've watched a
every
couple.
episode.
They're
so entertaining.
The main one?
Bro,
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I was sitting here like, nigga, I gotta watch it. I can't watch it.
Bro, this is so entertaining.
She had like a little break, and then she came out. It was like this.
It
Been
was
like
season 2.
Oh, okay.
The Arlette chick is her
We're
name.
talking about
the
the
main-
we're talking about
yeah,
that's what
yeah.
we're talking
Because
about.
there's different ones.
Yeah, I'm not talking about any of that.
But the only one
they're
that I
all
really-
coming from her.
Okay, she's the originator?
Yeah, I mean, as far as I know.
She might not be. I don't know. There's so many lookalikes.
Yeah, but she
Now hers is done
is
with
the-
it looks like there's actual like
production
effort.
value.
sure. She's got a production.
and not just that. Her YouTube didn't start there. She had been doing stuff like this.
Yeah.
If you go back to her older parts of her YouTube, not even that far back, this was like just a new show for her.
Yeah.
No, what's crazy is her YouTube, the branding and everything changed. And I'm surprised she didn't make a new YouTube or remove all that other stuff.
Yeah, because I was looking at her older videos to see like the other stuff that she was doing.
But wasn't a lot. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
And she was just like outfits,
Yeah.
and like looking good, and
Oh,
but because granted,
what do you mean?
Like just like the style.
She became more conservative.
No. She just like the
She was
content.
focused on fashion and clothes, and now she's has a date.
Oh, but I thought that like some of her stuff was still men and women dating. Like there was still.
I ain't see that.
Based on what I've seen, I didn't see it either. I just saw
okay.
about, hey, you should wear this. This look
Maybe
good.
I didn't watch anything. I just went back to some videos, and maybe I just saw some
It was a completely different
thumbnails.
channel.
Right.
She didn't have to get a new channel. I'm just surprised that she left that on there because it's a total rebrand.
Yeah, I mean, but regardless, the show that she's doing now, I think it's one. I think it could be like on the level that's like those Netflix type dating shows where they have like a lot of people come in and it gets those eyes. Just because I think it's entertaining and it's well put together, and I think it's dope that they primarily are focused on copper colored people.
Where I think that she's going to I won't have an issue business wise. Someone's going to steal that idea, a larger network
I'm
or something.
pretty sure
It doesn't matter.
They trademarked it, or
You can't trademark the idea.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
What I'm saying is that I hope that she is trying to connect with someone large, before they just come and take it.
Look, Netflix needs to go get her.
That's what I'm saying.
Not the opposite way around. The thing is,
Oh, you're saying her as a person, not just them bring in somebody.
no. If they bring in anybody else, it's not going to do well.
They're going to bring in Nick Cannon.
No, you need to bring her now.
He always Terry Crews. You know what I mean?
Bro, that would be so whack.
Yeah.
It'll bring in a different crowd. Like if they want to get a different audience. But bro, her stuff gets millions of views.
Yeah, it's huge.
people are not gonna let Netflix do that.
Nah.
But she has a lot of potential. The only concern that I see is her. The videos that come, all the content that comes from her content is very messy. Do y'all?
What do you mean? You mean the way that people steal it and then stitch it?
No, that's fine. That's good. She wants
What do
that.
you mean?
I'm talking about the way.
reactions?
I'm talking about what happens in people's lives.
Oh, yeah.
People's lives are being destroyed from the
Yeah.
show. That's where she's having. That's where she's gonna have a problem.
So what's happening? And from what I've seen, is
Excuse me, Queen.
particularly from the women. This side is that they go on the show, and the internet is watching, and people are hearing them, and then now they match, right? They match, and then now because they give out their Instagrams,
Right.
This is the first thing they ask you. What's your Instagram?
Yeah.
Now it just pops up. Niggas in their DM.
Of course.
Immediately.
ASAP.
So what happens is that you have them maybe actually be interested in this guy, and then now you have a flood of all these people from Texas and Arizona and yada yada yada. And then now they get 20,000 new followers,
Yep.
and they're just like, well, forget this other dude. I got all these DMs.
Yep.
It's horrible.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's horrible for relationships and them actively trying to find love, matching, because now I've watched some of the follow-ups, right?
I like those.
I do too, in a sense of
Why do you like them?
Hold on.
Go.
I'll tell you what, I like them right? But the reason is because there's always drama.
It's toxic.
That's
why you like it.
Never, not once has there been a positive.
No, yes, there has. Yes, there has.
There has.
From what I've seen, at least.
There's been a couple. There's been a couple
where they were like, "This has been great. Everything was
one
good."
of the most recent ones. There was like, we just got back from a date.
Yeah.
Like they are dating. They are.
Well, hey, listen. One out of
Nah, I've seen a few of them that went good, and then a few of them that didn't go bad. Where you could tell the energy is just not there.
Yeah.
You know. But
well, can you agree with this?
Most of them are bad.
Okay, thank you.
Most of them
all right, that's what I'm saying.
Mel, which ones do you prefer?
I prefer both, but I enjoy when they actually find the love.
That's nice, but entertainment-wise,
I love hearing about the love part, man.
Mel's a lovey-dovey.
I love hearing the love shit. Like when they be like, "Yo, we feeling each other, went to the arcade." I'm just like, they fucking did it because that's the purpose of being on a dating show.
I think that they would have much better success if they did not give out their Instagrams.
Yeah. Yes, it'd be better for the dating show. Yeah. But Arlette is running a business.
But it's also still hard. Even if they were to hide their social media.
That's facts.
What do you mean?
Like, if they weren't on the show saying, my Instagram is this, it would still be hard because people will find...
They're still going to find
it. It'd be much more difficult to find you.
It will, but that hot tour girl... She didn't have a fucking social media until then, but people found her.
They're going to find her.
Well, because people know her. Like, I mean, somebody knows you, right? And then all of a sudden things start getting out. But... when we're talking about the actual the show and trying to actually match people, the fact that they give their social media is the biggest problem with actual matching.
I agree with you.
I'm not talking about the people, them not matching,
right,
and them not working out personality wise. I'm talking about the show itself, the business.
I agree with you, but also what Mel is saying is they would find them. Trust me.
Not in the same way.
Because look. The girl that's on the show is gonna put the episode on her Instagram, her whatever. Like it's gonna get out.
If she felt like she did good, or if she felt like she, like there's plenty of girls that go on there that I guarantee you they're not putting out clips, or there's no clips of them because they're just uninteresting, or they got roasted or something. Like
there's some people on there who just have an Instagram, but they haven't been updated. Into like the last recent post that I've seen for some chicks was like 2022, but they'll just have their Instagram.
Well, they might not use Instagram.
I mean, because some people get on there for clout, and then some people actually get on there to actually date, and the ones who get on there to date, they're not really big on social media like that. So
until you get 20,000 new followers, and then now you have a buffet of niggas that you can talk to.
And also people, it's attention, right? That's the most addictive drug in the world, attention. But what I want to say, as far as Arlette goes, she has a production. Like, it's not just her and her husband. Like, they have production. They're going to continue to get better. And if this drama continues to explode the way that it probably will, she can probably get a deal with Netflix. She she could get a deal with MTV if she wants. Now, me personally, I probably would go with Netflix because you're going to get a better deal. Mm-hmm. Don't go with, like, the mainstream. But
Netflix, you don't consider them mainstream? Well, they're not.
They are becoming the new mainstream.
But I wouldn't want to see her on like MTV2, right? Where it's like, oh, we got Love and Hip Hop, and then up next we got Pop the Balloon or Find Love with Arlette, right? I would never want to see her there.
Yeah,
because then it just turns to this hood ratchet,
But what I was gonna say is, so she could do that Netflix route or whatever, but she really doesn't need to. She is getting 3 million views on a video. Like, do you know how much power that is? She can literally just do. If I was her, instead of rocking with like Netflix or something, I might rock with what's that dude's name? Kev on Stage. Y'all know Kev on Stage? Mm-hmm. I'd rock. He has a production studio.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, I would rock with someone like Kev on Stage, and build it out, and then do other shows and do. Because like they could do the dates now, right? Once they start making money, because if she's getting 3 million views on a video, she's making money.
Yeah, for sure.
So now, hey, here's $200, $300. Go on the date.
Yeah.
Have the and she could
and then now you have the production company following them on the date.
Yep.
Right. I mean, and that's another show.
That's another show.
Right. Like, and people want to see that.
They want to see it.
They see, okay, wow, they saw the match. What happened after that?
Actually,
because the follow up is great. but we want to see.
You want to see the day. You want to see him pull up in the hoopty.
Yeah.
Use the boombox instead of the radio.
Oh,
like,
bruh.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
that shit. I was like,
I haven't watched any of the new season.
That was the old season. That was like the second or third.
Well, we talking about.
Was it a follow up?
Yeah.
If I didn't know, or if I didn't find the people interesting, I don't watch it like that. Y'all watch it.
Bro, I watch it. I'm not gonna lie.
Every video on her channel.
Why?
It's good.
I was just like, why am I watching this? I'm looking forward to the next one. I didn't know what happened.
It's good.
And then I found out they had like the follow ups. I was just like, nigga, there's more.
Yeah,
like,
stupid.
Oh, shit, I'm in.
And you know what? You know what I like that she does? She brings people back on the show.
Yeah.
Popular people.
The short dude.
Yeah,
Terrence.
But she just brought back. I can't remember
The
his
dude
name.
with the hat, the feather,
Yes.
the light skin.
Yes.
Dude? Yeah.
Yeah. The dude, the old girl from Chicago, roasted him.
Remember the short girl in the black and white dress who was letting him have
Chicago?
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't like her.
Yeah, I didn't like her.
Yeah, she was a mess.
Like, even if I try, because I try to be open minded, just to listen to her to hear her perspective, but she's very, she's not.
And
she didn't come off as a good human.
Did y'all see the reunion?
No.
Yeah,
she was trifling on the reunion.
In the
too.
reunion, she was ridiculous. I was just like, man, like, because even she was like trying to critique him in that particular point. I'm just like, why is she so judgmental?
Leave that. It's probably because she knows him really well. Like, she don't know him, but like they're from the same city.
Yeah.
There's a culture. It's strong.
Yeah.
So she feels like I know him.
Yeah.
And you just judge. She's just judging.
Yeah, I tried to give her the benefit of the doubt, but nah.
Better than me.
Nah, but I mean, but aside from like the views and all that and Arlette, her content, what do you think about the interactions that most men and women had while they were in that dating scene? Because it can be intimidating. I'd imagine it's intimidating. You're one guy or woman going up there with a panel full of, your interest or potential interest in some. As soon as they get up there, bow,
bro.
I'm just like, bro.
I will say that I wish that
bow. I'd be like,
bro,
fuck this
you
show.
just walk out there like, I mean, you just pop. I mean,
Let's imagine, like, you see the woman that you like up there, and she does it with intent. Bow, just be like,
bro. That is and listen, I know they're never going to change this.
yeah,
No, they can't. They can't take
because it is people love to see people are so toxic, right? But as a if I was going on the show, or I was thinking like maybe they should give them a gate, like, listen, you can't pop until at least they give their name and their social, you know what I mean? Like, they give two things, like, hey, my name's Steven, I'm 38. Like, boom, now you can start popping. Even if you didn't like me from the jump.
Yeah.
Let me start speaking first.
yeah.
And I just wish they would do that. Like,
No.
but I think people in general, and you see this more on the man side when you have the panel of men,
That they don't pop at all.
they give women time.
Yes, the men don't pop at all. They let them talk. Soon,
Yeah.
women that come up, pop.
It's just just first thought, like, damn, like, can he talk?
That has changed. Look at the first couple episodes before the show went viral. That has changed. I was actually going to mention this. The men and women have changed how they interact on the show from, like, let's say from episode 3 and after.
Okay.
Because they see the backlash on social media. So if you watch the show and then you get on the show and you follow the characters on the show, you see the interaction and you alter how you interact on the show based on social media.
Because the internet will come.
The internet will come for you.
Comments.
Like, oh, you up here, and they just start commenting on everything, all your posts. That had nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
They just I'm pretty sure they did this. They call this girl Ponytail, the girl from Chicago.
Okay.
Oh,
because she had on her weave, she had on this big ponytail or whatever, and I heard something like, somebody, it was on the YouTube comment. Somebody shared her Instagram. It was like, go to her page.
Roaster.
Like, bro,
Yeah.
I mean, so I get it.
Yeah. Mel, doesn't she remind you of Quinn a little
Yes.
bit? Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
she does.
Okay.
I was just short, light skin.
Light skin. So now I'm judging her based off Quinn, but no, she.
She's
Say
nasty.
Quinn.
I'll probably
Leave it out. Leave it out.
But I thought the first couple episodes, just like, man, they gave a lot of people a hard time, and it made me see the consensus of overall of how I guess women view men that are shorter than them.
Oh my god!
I was just like, man, they can give the short dude because it's like
Terrence.
But even they gave Terrence the hardest time. But just even like the shorter people out there, there's nothing you can do about your height.
There's nothing you can do about it.
You can't change how tall you become, and
Yes, you can.
well, with the surgery,
yeah.
But
Bro, I ain't nobody.
you know, no one's legitly going to do that.
Yeah, they're doing it.
But it's not something that I feel it's a fair shot. You know, you could have the greatest guy, the greatest, personality, a provider, and all this stuff that you may want in a man, but the only thing that you're gonna criticize him on or fault him for is his height. And I'm just like, bro, I think there needs to be if there's someone with height who prefers their height, don't have them line up with someone who's shorter than them, so they can at least increase their chances.
Y'all are missing it. Y'all are missing everything.
No.
These are all.
I'm trying to make them find love.
This is not the point of the show.
It's the show.
Please,
Is entertainment.
Y'all.
No, the producer of the show wants them to find love.
The producer,
Yes.
the husband.
Yeah.
Okay, he's crazy.
No, that like he gets
Did you see like an interview or something?
not him, but the because there was a YouTuber on there who went up there. It was this light skinned guy. And he has like millions and millions of followers, but people on the show didn't know that.
Okay.
And his balloon didn't get popped, but he went on there and he was expressing like what happened behind the scenes. About how it was actually that same episode where dude was like, "Excuse me, queen. Excuse me, I'm not talking to you. Hey, you actually did me a favor."
Oh, is that the muscle dude?
Yeah.
I didn't watch that.
You need to watch that one.
I haven't watched any.
that- you need
I
to
haven't
watch
watched
that one.
any of the new season.
They call him Weapon X.
I've seen. I know who he is. I've seen clips.
No, but I plan to play this anyway.
Oh,
Because I think we should.
Is it a whole segment of him?
It's like a 4-minute thing.
You want to watch 4 minutes?
Oh, we can watch it up until y'all don't want to watch it no more. But I thought it was
Just a long.
I can speed it up. Relax. It's only 4 minutes. I'll speed it up. I'll change the audio. It's hold on. We ain't talking to you. Oh no. All right.
For me, it just did not work. I didn't feel like I had chemistry or wasn't fully attracted to you, and I feel like that counts if we are going to be going through a dating show,
Yes, the feeling is definitely mutual. So that's okay. Thank you. You did me a favor.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Glad you have a great
Thank
day.
you, Queen.
You see old girl face right there?
Right.
Let's go ahead. All right.
He's lucky she
Yeah, I
popped
would
early.
have popped my balloon. I was like, all right.
I wouldn't have. I don't care. But
Hi, my name is Tiara. I'm 22.
I actually like her.
Okay. And why did we end up popping our balloon? The comment you made.
that's not the only reason.
I like a more humble person.
She's a liar.
That's the one that responds to.
Yeah,
She was ruining
picky.
people the
Yeah.
entire show.
I didn't really necessarily like how
That's
you
fine.
responded.
Hey, I could just, all I can do is be honest.
I mean,
you know?
yeah, be honest,
I
be your
came
authentic
over here
self. That's okay.
To find a match.
Sure.
That wasn't matching. That's
Sure, I
all.
mean-
Queen.
And what's crazy is he actually likes her.
Yes, yeah.
Sure.
her?
And
Yes.
she's someone that's your type.
Yeah.
She all right.
He-
not really my type. I don't mean to be disrespectful.
He did.
No, just
You know,
respect
but if I see you in public, I wouldn't reach out to you.
Totally fine.
Do you see how much nicer he was to her?
Right.
Compared to the other girls, you did me a favor. Why wouldn't he say the same thing?
Yeah.
I'm Lex, and I'm 23, and I pop my balloon because I feel like you could be a tad bit disrespectful. Like,
He about to do it to her too. Watch.
how you,
I didn't think she was bad.
I don't know.
She kind of gives
I thought all these girls here were fairly decent.
It's not arrogant.
Except for-
she gives homegirl
She asked
vibes
me
like
if
Cincinnati.
she would be a good fit for me.
Yeah.
If I like what I
Yeah.
see, it's contrary to the truth. So
Of course.
that's all I can do is just state what I see. That's not a good look for me. That's all, Queen. But thank you. You did me.
You did me. I see. I'm telling.
Hey, you did me a favor
It's
too.
not what you say. This is what I mean by what I said. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. You
Yes.
could have rephrased a lot of the things that you have been saying to me as well as the other girls differently. But that's all I have to say.
But one thing about me is I'm not gonna change who I am
Of course.
to fit somebody else's liking. You know,
He's sassy,
I'm
bro.
gonna tell it how it is. If you're not it, that's not it. You know, the one that is it, I'm gonna let it be known.
Okay.
You know, for surely, yes.
Respectful.
Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Brianna, 26. My eyes are up here, baby. Are you looking at the
No,
tattoo?
I'm looking at the hair on your arms. You know, women I deal with, they don't have hair on their
Don't do
arms.
too much.
Hey, I'm just being honest.
Don't do
Queen.
too much.
You know, I don't like that. That's all I was looking at. You trying to say if I'm looking at particular body
You just
parts,
wasn't looking at my
that's not what it
eyes.
is. No,
That's
I'm
all I
looking
was
at the
pointing
hair on
out.
your
Anyways,
arms.
she
Queen.
asked me the question.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm in heels and you ain't tall enough.
Okay.
Don't do too much.
Well,
though.
you're not qualified.
Alright,
So that's all good.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
Look, our last,
Yo,
All right, let's like, oh, this is good.
They need
Nasty.
security or something, man.
3 and pop. But she looking like you gonna pop? Okay.
She's like,
All right. If we can
They're almost afraid to pop.
That's what I was thinking.
My
Like, man, he's
My
probably
name is
scared.
Jacqueline. I'm 25. I popped because I have hair on my arms.
Just because you got hair on your arm, that's okay though, Queen. You look phenomenal though.
Thank you.
You know, she ain't fit to my liking. She ain't even fit to. Hey, excuse me, Queen. I'm talking to this woman right here. I could look anyway. I could look any way I want. You know. But yeah, can y'all give her her balloon back?
She don't want her balloon.
Yeah, do you want your balloon back, Queen? We're not talking to you, sweetheart. You already been. Already
maybe I should go watch this whole segment.
Oh,
yes, you
Oh,
need
yeah.
to. She lied. She didn't pop because of the hair on the arm. She popped because he's crazy.
Yeah.
That was all of them. I mean, that was that one. But I mean, it goes more.
It's more to it, and you're gonna like the ending too. It's very interesting.
Oh.
If
And
you ain't seen that
then
ending,
all of the
you'll be like, what the
aftermath,
hell?
all of the videos made off of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot. He's viral.
He has a
Somebody said he got fired from his job or something.
But it's
Yeah.
also fake. He didn't.
no, not necessarily. It goes deep.
I know.
So he
I've
was
seen
like,
all
yeah, I
his
saw a
reviews.
clip where he was like, yeah, I
He
can
was
go.
in with what's his name?
MTR?
Yeah,
Did you see all of them though? Because there's a lot.
it was hours.
So what do you think? You think he lied about the getting fired?
Well, he hasn't been able to even prove that he has a job.
How does that mean he lied? That's not proof that he lied.
Well, it's not proof that he necessarily lied, but if someone has a GoFundMe and that GoFundMe has tens of thousands of dollars in it, and the only way that they can release this GoFundMe is if you can prove that you had a job that you actually got fired from, and he can't produce that he has a job where he got fired from, and he has tens of thousands of dollars to attain, and all he has to do
Is that the truth?
that he
Is that why they blocked his GoFundMe?
yes, as far as I know, because he hasn't been able to prove that he got
Has
fired.
he said that?
No, the people who reviewed it did.
Okay,
like
so-
the people who dig the dirt and
So they don't know.
some queen chick. But when they asked him, he asked him, do you have a job? And he's like, yeah, I'll be able to provide some paper. Just
Okay, let me give. So I don't think that he's lying. He may have embellished on why he got fired or what happened. Or he might have had a contract that ended. You know what I'm saying? And because if he's working, we can't find his job. We can't find his job where he's working. So all we know is he's don't got no job. We don't know where he works. We don't know if he got fired. And he's a plumber. He's a master or a journeyman.
Well, they say he worked for somewhere. They call that place and they say that we don't have no person by this name here.
Correct. But
Like
It's-
if you
it's-
have
it's-
hundreds
it's-
of people supposed to call your job and getting you fired.
Correct.
What job did they call? Someone would have the number.
That is the part where I'm like, he might have embellished. Meaning, it's possible that he lost his job because of the show, but he may have embellished hundreds of people calling and complaining. You know what I'm saying? But what he said was, he was like, I don't want to give out the name of my job because we are in negotiation for a settlement. Because
Because they fired him for no reason.
They would have fired him for no reason, basically. And you have a contract. Now, he said he lives in an at-will state, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't get unemployment.
That just means they can let you go
That just-
at any time they want.
that
They
just
don't have
means
to
that-
give you time.
Right.
or-
That just means they can fire you. It doesn't mean that you don't have to provide some type of support. He's definitely...
and if he has a contract, they could be in breach of contract.
Correct. Because we're journeymen. When you're licensed, it's different. So basically, he's like, I don't want to mess up legally. I don't want to mess up. I don't know if this will mess things up. So he's being cautious.
If he's talking about, like he was talking about, I can go pull $100,000 out of the bank right now. You got $20,000 in a $30,000, $40,000 in a GoFundMe. I am more concerned about making sure that this contract gets paid out, or if there are legal ramifications, I want to make sure I get the settlement. I'm not worried about that $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 in the GoFundMe. If that is all truly the case.
Now, he said the reason he started the GoFundMe originally was because his fans, call them fans, said to start it so they could donate to him.
Okay, that makes sense.
So
it wasn't the fact that he's saying he needs it.
Right, which is why on the GoFundMe he said he's going to use the money for humanitarian work. He helps people. Like if you're a veteran or if you're old or disabled or something, he offers a few hours of plumbing service.
Oh,
Yeah,
pretty
but
cool.
all that stuff has been like.
What, you're saying that's fake?
Yeah.
No, it's
I'm
not.
I'm not saying that's fake. I'm just going based on the people.
He showed the post.
He can show the post, but who are these people? Like, if you're in this situation and you do all this humanitarian work, there should be someone who would come out and speak up or say something.
I mean,
there should be something.
Maybe they don't want to.
They're old people.
Maybe they don't want to, but I'm just saying.
No, you're
veterans
talking
and
about
stuff.
old people and they're not on the internet like
There's
that.
someone who can back up your work. If you're doing something for people, you don't necessarily have to be the old person, but there's someone out there who know that you're helping people lose weight with juice fasting, and you're teaching people about. There will be someone that speaks on your behalf of the goodness that you do. It shouldn't be that hard to find someone.
The posts are there. What are you talking about?
Of people saying that he's helped?
He I think he was using something like the Neighborhood app or Craigslist. It's some app like that. He'll post, hey, free plumbing services if you need this, and that. It's time stamped and everything. So
Things that I've seen, it doesn't look legit. They look legit to me.
Even if you think he photoshopped them?
I'm just saying. It shouldn't be so hard to get money from someone or to prove that you have a job. Like if you got fired and now you double back and say that I'm working through this, but like all based on everything that I've seen, someone who's done research, not me, but some looking at another YouTuber who's done research on this entire thing, background checking all that stuff, and you look at his actual social media profile, it doesn't mention anything about plumbing.
I mean, but what? But
if you're
mine doesn't mention electrical work.
Yeah, you don't do that anymore.
But it didn't when I did.
But his most recent stuff is him throwing money. It's him throwing money at a strip club. Like how
how recent is it?
It was right after the show.
I mean, that makes sense.
If you're in a business and you're a plumber and you're looking for work, and on your social media you don't have any contact of if you're looking for likes or whatever it is, it's not showing anything. Well, it sounds fake to me.
If it's okay,
no.
Hold on. Mal, you just talked about how you don't use social media like that.
Not for relationships.
Okay, well, what about for work?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
For your job?
No, I work for the man still.
Oh, who does he work for?
I work for a corporate company. He's a contractor.
Okay, well,
if you're a contractor, wouldn't you have shit that you contract on your website with?
No. As a matter of fact,
so you would have strip clubs and all that.
If it's his personal social media,
his only social media.
Okay, well then,
but
that doesn't matter. If he's not going and looking for work on social media, he doesn't need to post what he does on social media.
But he has a picture of him in a construction outfit. Or whatever that they use for a construction outfit.
But if it's his personal social media, well, he can post that.
All right, hold on.
But if he's not using it for business, If you go to my social media right now, you don't see anything detailing about it. I have an entirely different social media for that when I was detailing. Yeah. Right. Like, but if I use social media, if he doesn't use social media and he's not actively looking for clients or work, right, for plumbing or a contract, he's not going to find these contracts with these local companies on social media. He's going to go to them.
I can understand all of that, which is perfectly fine. It's just a lot of the information that has been double checked and checked by people. It doesn't seem as if he's coming off legit. And I wanted to support the dude.
You was going to send him money?
Not not send him money.
Well, how you was gonna support him?
But support him as in follow.
Energetically.
Yeah, I mean, because I like what he was like.
He's hilarious.
I like what he was talking about. He comes off as a funny dude, but he was previously in prison, and he's coming out of that situation. But there's also cases where,
Well, maybe that's also why he don't want to.
Let me.
but there's also situations where there's baby mothers that says that he's a physically abusive person, and granted, we don't know the details of everything, but how he comes off, his mannerisms, he came off as an aggressive man, especially the way he was talking to them. So we don't know him personally. We see him from this one instant. But if there's someone saying that he's a deadbeat, he's a physically abused, and I have like reports, and there's multiple women saying this, it doesn't seem like this dude is legit. It doesn't. It does not seem like he's legit or like a good human. So I was just like, you know what? I'll fall back from trying to support until I know more information. But based on what I've seen, it does not seem as if he's a stand-up good human.
So I'm gonna unpack as much as I can.
Take us out, Chris.
Finish us off.
Finish us off.
Pause.
When you are in construction, if you're a licensed plumber, electrician, whatever, you don't need to post for work. They call us. I still get texts to this day. Hey, you want to work? It's easy. It's easy to find work. So he doesn't need to post. He doesn't need to do any of that. I never post my work. I mean, it was in my thing. Chris worked for MC Dean, whatever, whatever. But he is shady. Okay, he is shady. I'm not saying he's not. He clearly has had a troubled past. People like that typically do get in construction because it's the only work they can find. One of the problems is with everything going on with social media and him being ousted as this liar and everything, the world is watching. There's a lot of people watching it. The construction workers are watching it. We watch this stuff. We all know. We all are very aware. And when you're in the trade, we talk. It doesn't even have to be hundreds of people calling this job. You know what I mean? So it's once again, I think he probably embellished about how he lost his job. I think he could have possibly lost his job. I think that he possibly is not telling us because contractually he doesn't know what he can and can't do. MTR scared him because MTR was like talking about legal things and all this other stuff. And as soon as he started saying that, he's like, I need to talk to my attorney. Okay. Social media and all this is new for him. Clearly, he's been in and out of jail and whatever. I know dudes that did, nickels, and they come back and they're like cell phones. They're very old school. 'Cause I used to work with them. That's where they work. I used to work with them. So he's learning and understanding social media. He doesn't understand social media etiquette. He doesn't understand that people can check receipts. So things aren't lining up the way that it should because he's putting information out, telling half-truths, and you know what I'm saying? He's not covering his butt. So I think that he's lying about some things. I think that he's not the greatest person, but it's very possible that he's trying to get himself back on track, which is why he's doing the humanitarian work. It may not be humanitarian work. It could be what do you call it? Community service. But he's calling humanitarian work. He doesn't want people to know he's doing community service. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not going to just say he's lying about everything. I think he's embellishing, or I think that he doesn't want to tell the whole truth. With that girl with the phone, putting the phone tracking in. The dude is intense.
Yeah, he admitted to stalking his girlfriend.
You can't stalk your girlfriend.
Stalking?
Yeah, putting a phone, or I guess an Apple thing, whatever.
It's not. It's not.
Apple tracker or
He put his extra phone in her car so that when she drove around, he knew where it was. He was trying to determine whether she was cheating or not.
I mean, bro, you should. That's why he's been in jail. You can just get an Apple tag.
Right, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't understand
or
technology
just
well.
Trust her.
I mean, clearly,
where there's smoke, there's fire. He probably maybe there was something.
Yeah, well,
clearly he didn't trust her.
Yeah.
So then what's the next? So then what's the next? Okay,
Shouldn't be with her.
Yeah, I agree.
You me?
Yeah, but for those type of dudes and for a lot of women, when they don't trust, then they start going and doing their research,
diligence,
right, or due diligence. They start turning into detectives.
They had a gut feeling.
Right, they had a gut feeling.
It was an intuition.
Or they had some intuition, aka
If-
some dude slid in their DM.
If he would have hired a private eye, it'd been all right.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm just saying it's cool.
Yeah,
but
it's
because
cool.
he put his cell phone, now he's a stalker.
Yeah, he should have just put an Apple tag in her car.
See, and that's even worse because that's even sneakier, right?
Yeah, it's smarter.
It's smarter, yeah.
An Apple tag?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have Apple.
You know I'm an Android.
It's a tag. It's about that big. And Chris has you have
Yeah,
one on
that's
your
my- I don't
phone?
have my wallet on me.
And it's GPS.
It's a GPS tracker.
That's all it is.
It's a GPS tracker.
It's a GPS tracker.
That's
so
crazy.
that's no, it's not. It makes sense.
People
So you,
I
use
mean,
it
I
to-
guess it's
you-
for
you
children,
put an
I
Apple-
imagine.
no, you put an Apple tag on your keys,
Your wallet.
your wallet.
Yeah,
you
your
can put an
cell
Apple
phone.
tag in your phone.
Oh, so we're literally androids now. Where we're just being followed.
I don't have an Apple. Your phone, Mel. Your phone
Yes.
is its own Apple tag.
Of course.
Okay.
So
all right.
you're being
so
double
this is
tracked.
so this is no difference. What this does is it allows you like for example, I mean, there's plenty of times, especially like back in the day when we used to go out to the club and stuff, and you leave your wallet or you've lost the keys or you're drunk and I mean it's things that you misplaced something in your house party. If you just say, oh, let me just track my Apple tag, it'll take you right to your keys.
Yeah.
Like
It's convenient when you.
it's convenient. You can put an Apple tag in your laptop case. Like someone steals your laptop, and there's been cases where people have stolen someone's laptop, and they took the laptop bag, and there's an Apple tag in it, and then they call the police, and they're like, "Hey, I tracked my Apple tag to this house, and my laptop's inside. Please come," and they get their laptop.
But shit, what neighborhood you in? You in Detroit? All right, cuz your shit gone.
This shit gone.
Oh yeah, it's a wrap.
I mean, there's I've seen episodes of like things. I was watching YouTube at one point. I followed a lot of like cop stuff, and they would follow Apple tags and find them in the dumpster where the people, they took the laptop and threw it away the bag, and the Apple tag's in the dumpster. It's gone. Like it's beneficial.
It's beneficial. There's benefits to it.
If you're traveling, put in your luggage. So if your luggage gets lost, it's beneficial.
Yeah. Dang, man, I want to touch on some. Pause. I want to touch on Joe Biden and Trump. But all right, beautiful people. Appreciate y'all rocking out with us. We gave you a short one this episode. Yeah, I mean, because of technical difficulties. Yeah, I mean, we'll see you beautiful people next time. I am Animated Bell, Chris, James, Stephen, Michael, and yeah, that's it. Bye bye.